There was no sound, I'm sure. Like now, probably now there should be the sound. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, it's amazing. Welcome to the beautiful sunny Prague. It's kind of golden hour, you know how. Hi Sharon, hi friend, hi everyone. You see the beautiful spires that I usually show you. Hi Christine, hi dear, welcome. I'm wishing you a good holidays, Christine. Thank you so much for congratulations and for the kind words. Sound good. Thank you, Julie. Welcome. Missed you all so much. Hi, Gerald. Hi, Joanna. Joanna, you're traveling so frequently. You were so close. You were in Vienna. Now you are in Tbilisi. And it's wonderful that you can travel and see the world. So welcome to beautiful Prague. And today's our tour will be about the celebration of Independence Day in Ukraine. The square, Old Town Square, is full of blue and yellow flags. I can hear my language all around me. People are speaking Ukrainian, children are singing Ukrainian songs. We are about to start in a few minutes. We will walk around the square and I will show you a little bit. Happy Independence Day of Ukraine. You joined me, it means that you are celebrating it as well. Hi Traveler AI, welcome. I'm so glad to see you guys. I'm so glad to see my friends. The square is full of flags of Ukrainians and it's kind of very we feel very proud, you know. It's a joyful holiday, but also we feel proud that we can celebrate this holiday because all the guys who are fighting now for our independence, who died, they died for this day, for our ability to celebrate it, to speak Ukrainian, to go back to our motherland, to go back to Ukraine. And I believe that one day all of Ukrainians will be back to Ukraine and our country will gain territorial integrity and sovereignty, probably like even, I don't know, Germany. Do you remember the time when Germany was divided into the eastern and western part, and then all of a sudden Soviet Union collapsed and the country was united? I'm saying that we actually don't know how many more Independence Days we will be celebrating in such kind of a state, in a state of war, in a state of fighting, in a state of struggle. But we're sure, I'm sure, I'm 100% sure that each person, each Ukrainian who is standing now on this square is believes that we will get everything back. So happy Independence Day, my beautiful Ukraine. On the first year of war, I was streaming from Kyiv, and this is my second year in Prague, where I am showing you how Ukrainians in Prague are celebrating Independence Day. It's a little bit different. In Ukraine, it is very authentic. In Ukraine, you can really feel that in the air. But here is also special in another way. I'm surrounded by my people, by my countrymen, by Ukrainian flags, by Ukrainian kids, and it's really kind of a part of my country now. The square is a part of my country. So thank you everyone who have come to celebrate with me. Now I will show you how Ukrainians are standing in kind of in a circle, in a big circle. We will hold our hands in a few moments at 7 p.m. Prague time. There will be a chain of unity. And now the girl is singing a song that is usually kind of people sing it on funerals. And it's a tribute. It's a tribute to those people who gave their lives. Because we're often talking about the warriors, the fighters, that we feel gratitude for them. but also it's a holy kind of Independence Day, and the moment when we remember the fallen soldiers is the moment when we need to think about their parents who also suffering, about their wives, about their children who will never see their dads. So it's kind of very proud and joyful holiday, and a sad one. I will flip the camera and show you around how it's all happening here. Welcome everyone, and thank you for being a part of this amazing day, the 24th of August, Independence Day of Ukraine. I hope to see you someday in Kyiv. Now we are in Prague, and who knows when we will celebrate the Independence Day in Kyiv. So, welcome to the tour. I'm looking because kind of it doesn't want to change the camera. Here you are, so you can see the amazing, beautiful square. I will go just in the center of the square to show you how beautiful it is. You see the people are standing with the flags. You see the words, one have to fight to protect what we love, support Ukraine, now you're next. We are in Europe, and that is why we want to remind the people that it's possible, everything is possible, like who knows what is going to happen. Today, Andrzej Duda, President of Poland, came to Kyiv to celebrate our Independence Day. And it's a very nice tribute and a very good symbol when the rulers of the European countries are coming to celebrate with us. Because Poland also suffered from the Soviet kind of influence. And as you remember, in 1939, Poland was under the influence of the Soviet Union, and then it became the sovereign country again. And now such countries like Lithuania, they are all standing with Ukraine.
Even maybe you don't know, but today we celebrate the 33 years of independence of Ukraine.
So this is me standing
we would like to
here.
thanks to those countries and governments who are helping Ukraine daily, but unfortunately it's not enough, because Russian aggression is still ongoing, because still more than 2,000 captives of war are kept in Russian camps. If you compare the pictures of people which are returning from captivity, or those Ukrainians coming back from Russian camps, on contrary to Russian soldiers who are coming from Ukrainian camps, it's like day and night. Ukraine, as a democratic and modern country,
You're welcome, Barbara. It's a special event for me as well.
It's giving Russian captives of war good health conditions, medical support.
So there are a few moments before the start of this chain of unity, and I would like to show you the pictures that the kids are drawing here. So you know that Russians bombed Ahmadit, the biggest hospital in Ukraine, and people, like children, are treated from cancer there. So now there is the kind of event. The kids who are refugees, they come to the square and they draw the pictures, and they will be sent, they will be given to those kids in Ahmadit in Kyiv, like as a hello, as a hi from the girls and boys who are here in safe harbor in Czech Republic. And so this is how the kids are drawing It's actually the second, as I see, this is the second picture. You can see the Ukrainian symbols. Pes Patron, it's kind of a dog patron. This is the dog which is looking for the mines, and the children are actually, they can draw like like the John Lennon's wall. They can draw whatever they want. Like this boy is drawing the hand. This beautiful lady is drawing her hand around. It's physically and mentally and kind of, this is the tangible thing. It could be sent to Ukraine, and the kids who suffered from that awful attack, they will have a nice present. A lot of wreaths. I will show you how I'm wearing. So, can I try this on? Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's kind of very generous wreath, you see? The blue and white flowers. I can say that it's kind of for the everyday, like to wear it casually, but probably several times a year, I don't know, for Easter and for Independence Day, you can feel yourself so special, like a crown. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, beautiful. The sun is so soft, and it's kind of the really golden hour, so beautiful. The beauty all around me. Independence Day is a special day during this kind of full-scale invasion, because when a country just signs the Independence Act and then people are celebrating it, it's okay, and people understand, like it's a national holiday, they can have a day off. With Ukrainian, it's absolutely different. For us, it's not just the on the paper. It's a very special moment when we are fighting for our independence. And starting from 2022, when this invasion began, our Independence Days are really so precious for us. So it's even better than, I don't know, New Year, Christmas, and some kind of just holidays, because we know that this map, actually Ukrainian map, it's not standing, it's not visible on the map of the world for free. It's because thousands of Ukrainians died for that integrity, sovereignty and independence. So for us, Independence Day, starting from 2022, just ceased to be the ordinary political event or holiday. It's a very special holiday when people smile and cry together, like in one moment, in one day, because the price is so huge that it's difficult to even to contemplate the reality. So I will go again, and I think probably we're going to see something special here. You can see, so people are making pictures. Well, now I will show you how many of ours. Wow, how beautiful! How beautiful, guys. Please make someone a picture. Unfortunately, I can't make the pictures. Look how many people just kind of accumulators stood in one place, and all these slogans, all the flags, you can see them in one place. So actually they are preparing to make one picture and check flags as well, because we are grateful when this event was happening. There were a lot of people speaking about the fact that Czech Republic helped us so much. You know, it's so interesting that Czechs also came here to support ours and to say that they are standing with us. That is the old town hall, the place where the great astronomical, with the kind of the tower with a great astronomical clock. Nice Ukrainian kids. So the slogans are saying like save Azov soldiers, they are still in captivity, victory for peace. Some slogans are in Czech language. Imagine this world if Russia wins. Here will be no world anymore.
Отак. Де наш режисер? Антон. Антоне. Оп. Також, будь ласка, не ліземо до фотоапарату.
So beautiful. It's extremely beautiful.
Окей? Всі разом посміхаємось.
That is great.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Слава нації!
Смерть ворогам!
Україна!
Понад усе!
Збройним силам України тричі!
Слава, слава, слава!
Діти не чують, а дорослі вчать. Путін!
That is so emotional and so great.
Антон Пілоненко, найкращий фотограф всесвіту.
Can you see? So like Ukrainians are holding their flags. We are proud
Дякую дуже.
to be Ukrainians, and it's a wonderful tribute to our Independence Day. It's great to be among the people who are from my country. So 33 years ago Ukraine was born, and today Ukraine is winning the hearts of the world. My country is inspiring the courage, and it serves an example that you shouldn't, like countries shouldn't be afraid of Putin. Ukraine is uniting the countries to fight in this kind of war against Putin. I genuinely believe that someday we will see those who were committing the awful crimes against humanity. We will see them in Hague or in Nuremberg, and that there will be the court and there will be the responsibility, because actually this is the way how it should be. I think that the evil shouldn't be left unpunished. Now Ukrainians are just coming together. They are talking to each other because there are a lot of friends, and still you can feel this spirit of free, invincible Ukraine. So I will walk a little bit. What is my plan for today's tour? I will walk here for a little bit more, and then we will probably see a little bit of Prague. I will take you to the Charles Bridge, and we will finish at the symbol that helped Czech Republic to get rid of the Soviet rule. We will go to John Lennon's wall. And oh, nice Ukrainian guy in a beautiful embroidery shirt with the Ukrainian flag. So that is kind of the photo opportunity moment. So Ukraine became independent in 1991, and the whole period of 90s was the time when we were restoring our history. We wanted to get rid of the Soviet symbols, of the Russian symbols, of that language genocide, because everything was in Russian. We wanted to speak Ukrainian. And now 33 years, and still Ukraine is winning the hearts of the world. I will show you again these beautiful pictures. And I wanted also to show you this balcony because it is important. In Czech Republic, from this balcony, they announced the Soviet rule. So in 1948, the Soviet rule was announced. The Czechs, they were not happy with that, of course. They wanted to be free, but they were suffering for the long 40 years, even more than 40 years. And then there was in 1968 the chance of the Czechs to to become free, but the Soviet troops came here and they crashed Prague Spring, and that happened actually on the 21st of August. That is why just a few days ago, on the 21st of August, there was the illumination of the Russian embassy in Prague, and they were saying, "Russian Ivan, go home." It's to remind the Russians that they should never ever come back to the Czech lands. And this is the reason why Czechs are so supporting, and the government is really very kind to Ukrainians. To see the clips. So I even prepared for you the clips. I forgot how to use them. Just a second. Oh, guys, now we are going to stand in that chain of unity. So, guys, this is the chain of unity. I will stand here. You see, everybody is holding the hands, and now we will hold the hands as well. Are you here? Do you hear me? And all the people on the square are making the huge circle. It's a huge circle, and that will be the chain of unity. Now we will participate in that wonderful event. Look how huge it is. So all people are just spreading across the square. We will stand close to this wonderful lady. It looks like this. I will just walk around. At some moment we will stop. So now I will show you how the chain of unity is happening. I presume that in other cities, in other European cities, Ukrainians also are standing like this, and we can feel that we are united. Actually, this is a huge circle. I will never reach to the end. So we are screaming our slogans, and this is how the chain of unity is happening. And I will stand with the ladies as well, and you will be standing with us. How many? Like 34 people. Thank you. We'll hold the flag. So this is how we're standing. You see, this is my hand, guys. I will show you now.
Героям слава! Тобто тепер я вже, да, маю? Слава Україні!
Героям слава! This is how we're standing.
Героям слава! Героям слава! Смерть ворогам! Понад усе!
It's very emotional. I'm holding not the hand but the Ukrainian flag of these beautiful ladies. Oh, you can even see the spires of the Teen Church, so a little bit of architecture, emotional Ukrainian spirit, and the celebration of our Independence Day. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, so today you're holding the flag with me. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I see a beautiful dog. Look how beautiful. Even the dog is participating. And can you notice the colors on the dog's chest? The colors of his scarf, also blue and yellow. It's kind of a Czech dog, but very, very patriotic one. It's a great day. Everybody's clapping and cheering, and it's very uplifting and emotional. It's so wonderful that they really finished the event with this huge chain. It's just enormous. The whole square, like the whole square of people are standing on the perimeter around the old town square. It's amazing. A lot of kids, a lot of flags. Yes, even the dog is having the Ukrainian collar. Exactly, so he has come with a purpose to celebrate with us. I will take you guys to the Charles Bridge, but still my talk probably will be about Ukraine and not about the Ukrainian, not about the Prague today. First of all, I would like to send my heartfelt congratulations to those of you who are celebrating with us this 33rd anniversary of Ukraine. And as I told you, it's a special meaning for us. It's got the special meaning because it's not about just the technical independence. It's about the sovereignty. It's about the restoration of our nation. And it's about the ability to defend our country. Now I understand that probably it's even not about the territories. However, I understand that territories are also very important, and it is not very pleasant to have 20% of the country occupied. But you know what is vital? I think that it's so important to understand that the country and the government is still operating. We are controlling 80% of our lands. Banks are working, hospitals are working, president is working on its place, and one day we will, like, everything will be restored. It's about that kind of the sovereignty and the fact that Ukraine is existing. It's not demolished, it's not wiped. I wanted to come closer and to show you, like, you see they're buying some kind of Ukrainian stuff, Ukrainian flags, the wrists, the bracelets. And very slowly the square is becoming the normal square. I don't know how many steps we will have to take before the total victory, but I am sure that Ukraine will be standing proudly as a part of the European nation. And one day we will join the European Union and NATO. It's very good to have a good neighbor, like if you are living in the country and your country is surrounded by the nice countries that are not insane and that are the countries which are not attacking you. It's very good, but Ukraine is not so lucky. Ukraine has Russia as a neighbor, and all I want is just to forget about Russia. You know, we all want Russia to forget about us. I think that they stuck really in their Soviet times. I think that they stopped developing, and probably when we will. I will show you the stream marvelous.kyiv. You will see even now. Oh. I will show you. Yes, English, marvelous. Just a second, guys, I'm popular. Marvelous. Kyiv. Here you are. And you can subscribe. And here we're and here you can see yourself. You see? You're beautiful.
Thank you. You also.
Thank you. Happy Independence Day.
Thank you.
Goodbye. So I was saying that I hope that one day we will forget about Russia. They will just brew in their, I don't know, broth, soup, whatever they can stay and be. And Ukraine will go further. Ukraine will develop as a part of Europe because we belong to this family. And probably Russia will stay in their borders. I don't know, will they collapse or not? You know, the reason is that we even don't want to think about their future. What will they collapse or will they not collapse? It's not that interesting. For us, the primary goal is just to survive, to have our Ukraine, to keep it on the map of Europe, on the map of the world, and it will be on the map of the world. We have already shown to the world that we can survive, we can fight. Sometimes I'm thinking that if Russia would attack, let's say, kind of the country Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, France, any kind of other European country, people wouldn't survive, they would surrender. Ukrainians are living through all this. We're losing our loved ones. We can live without electricity. The life in Ukraine is absolutely different from the life in Europe because you are thinking not just about how to develop, how to work, how to earn money, but at first you need to wake up and wash your hair, and you don't have water and you don't have electricity. You have to get to work and you don't have the transportation system is not working, because if there is the air raid alert, the transport is not working and you have to walk, or you need to take a taxi, which is super expensive. Ukrainians are they're living under the constant shelling, especially in Kyiv. When Russians get angry, they're bombing Kyiv and sending the drones almost every day. So I often have this thought that just Ukrainians can be so resilient, so strong, and pay such a high price. Of course, this is my country, and I praise my people. But it's also true. It's also true because just now, on the third year of war, we understand what is really the price of that independence, and we don't know when we will be able to live as normal nation, as normal people, our ordinary lives. Here are the coursers. Beautiful Prague coursers. So thank you so much for joining me on that special tour. I will continue walking and talking about Ukraine, and I will be very grateful for your questions and participation in our conversation, to make it interactive. So just to sum it up, the fact of the invasion in 1992 added the depth to our Ukrainian holiday. Today we are not just celebrating our statehood, our independence. We are honoring those people who died, and we are breathing this reality. We protect our reality, we protect our independence every day. So just imagine that, if our soldiers, if our army decided not to fight, just decided not to do anything. Next day there will be no Ukraine, and every day someone is paying the life for our independence. And this is a very, very deep thought. 2.5 years since this awful invasion began, we're still standing. And today you had the opportunity to participate in our solidarity, in our holiday, because it's a holiday of the civilized world as well, not just Ukrainians, but the civilized world is helping Ukrainians to survive. To tell you the truth, we can't really survive without the help of our allies. We need to have this financial support for the country to survive, and the weapons, of course. So I think that it's kind of a holiday of European Union and NATO as well. I would like to show. So guys, just a second. So here. I don't know, probably my chat just disappeared. Oh, here my chat appeared. So I prepared for you the video, a small video about our soldiers. You know that now Ukraine is full of people who came back after the war, after the hostilities, but not everything is prepared in the cities so they can survive. You can see now how the guys go to shopping, how they go, how they are struggling when they go to the drugstore and to the shops. It means that I just want to show you the reality that Ukraine is not very well and perfectly prepared for this guy to have a normal life. And I wanted to show you that there are hundreds of them now on the wheelchairs, and this is a challenge for us. We still have to cope with that. We have to deal with that, and we need to help them because they paid with their hands, legs, with their health for our independence, for the fact what we are now celebrating. And I also wanted to show you the one girl, the girl that inspired me very much. She is from Odessa region, and when Russians were bombing her city, she lost her leg, and that happened that she was a famous, not famous, but she was an athlete. She was the gymnast. She was involved in gymnastics. And I wanted to show you this girl that lost the leg, and then she was kind of broken, but then somehow this little lady got prosthetic, the new leg prosthetic leg, and she is now competing. She's taking part in the gymnastic competitions. This is the huge pain when there is, she has got just one leg and the other leg to the half. But she's so inspiring. She was about 7 or 8 years old when she lost her leg. There are children who lost their limbs because of the war, because Russians are bombing just the ordinary residential buildings as well. And these small kids, they are also fighters. not just the soldiers, these kids who survived the war but lost the limbs. They are great survivors as well. And I wanted to show you a few beautiful pictures of Ukraine. So that is Ukraine. This is Ukraine. No, she's small to participate in Paralympics. She's too small, but she was participating in the contest in Europe, which is suitable for her age, but not in the Olympic Games yet, because as I remember, in the Paralympic Games, they have to have some kind of, it's strange, but like it's picture on the picture. This is beautiful Kyiv. Here we are. I will move a little bit. So I wanted to tell you that the life of Ukrainians changed immensely. This is the different country now, absolutely different, because people who are living there, who are returning from Europe, a lot of people are returning and they are making this choice. They are ready to, they really know what is waiting for them. When the war started, we were all afraid. We were afraid of bombs, of shooting, of the fact that every night a missile can hit a home. And now people are making their kind of their choice, their real choice. They are going back to Ukraine and they want to live there, they want to work there, they are not afraid. No, I couldn't say they are not afraid. They are afraid. They are afraid of the missiles, of these drones, but still, they are not running away anymore. It could be very strange to Europeans to see that country can still be functioning, and quite people are just ready to live with that. And also people are ready to lose their loved ones, because the men cannot go out, and now it is clear that the younger boys will be joining the army. So it's kind of the way and the fact that people are losing their sons, their husbands, and boyfriends. It's just the fact in Ukraine. Julie is writing that she is missing the tours from Ukraine. I had the idea to go back and to give you a few tours this summer, but the problem is that there is no electricity, which means that there is no internet connection. Can you imagine that I would go back to Ukraine and when there is power outages, and they were they were happening quite often during the summer because we didn't have enough power. So there is no internet connection, and it's not possible to make the tours. You're asking me about my parents, children, and husband. So the situation with the husband is a little bit foggy. I don't know how to say. So not so clear. The situation with parents is quite sad because they are close to the front line. You know that now Russians are pushing on Pokrovsk region, and this city, if it would be captured by Russians, is opening the way to Dnipropetrovsk and to Zaporizhia, which means that my parents will have to flee. But right now they are staying in Zaporizhia city, and they are still staying. So they will be staying in Zaporizhia up until it's possible to stay there. My kids, so the kids who are teenagers. They are studying here in Czech Republic. One in college. The boy is studying in college. The girl will be studying in Ukrainian university, but kind of remote online education in the Ukrainian university. And the youngest one is the most challenging aspect of my life, so I even don't know. Now he will start going to school here, but if he refuses to continue his education in Czech language and in Czech school, he will be forced to go back to Ukraine because it is not possible to stay here. Olga, favorite tradition of Ukraine. This is seeing your son and give so much support in the past here. You see, the children are growing, so when they are teenagers, they don't want to participate that much. And the youngest one, who used to be a ghost, and he was participating as a ghost in my Prague Legend tours. He's like he refuses to be a ghost anymore. So like a ghost grew up. The Gen Z is the generation different from all previous ones. Here you're right, traveler. The kids, they are not like we were in our teenage years. You're right, Barbara. He must go to school, but you know he has such a strange character. So he will say, I won't go to school. I won't go to school, and that's all. And it's not possible here in Prague or in Czech Republic not to go to school. It's just like that. So it's really not a very simple situation, but I decided just to relax and to live the life as I can. Thank you for asking me, for sending me love. It's there are two types of immigrants, two types of Ukrainian refugees, with kids or without kids. Those who are without kids, they are quite they can lead a wonderful life. They can, because they have work permission, they can work, they can just stay in the small accommodation, cheap accommodation, and that is quite right. But when you have a family, it's another story. Yes, Patty, you're right. People who are returning to Ukraine, they're struggling, and it's difficult to live there. We don't know about the winter because our government is saying to us that there will be most of the time there will be without power, without electricity, and it's very difficult and challenging just to be without internet, without the possibility to cook to yourself when the people are living like I'm living on the 23rd floor. You are dependent from the pumps, and it means that if you don't have electricity, it means that you don't have water. So that is very kind of you have to be a survivor to live in Ukraine right now. And on the top of that, there are these bombings. They celebrate Independence Day in Kyiv despite the bombings. Yes, today in Kyiv people were walking to the main square of the city, and as always our president decorates this main street, which is called Krishchatik Street, with ruined Russian technique, with kind of tanks and machinery that was ruined during the battles, just to lift up the spirit of the people and to show that victory is possible. So there are no celebrations, no festivities, concerts, things like this, because it's very dangerous to gather people in one spot. So there are no kind of gatherings. But people are walking, talking, and just making pictures with that old rusty tanks. I wanted so desperately to go back to Ukraine like this autumn and this August for the Independence Day, but I decided to stay here because of that kind of different kids issues, and also it's not so easy, to travel back to Ukraine because I have to buy the tickets for myself and for 3 kids as well, and that is quite an expensive journey, not just to pay for one ticket but for the whole family. So I have to think twice, should I go there or not? And guys, I have never seen such a crowd. I will show you the Charles Bridge now. Look, like you don't see the street. It's just the whole sea of people. It's Saturday night, and of course, and the last days before the last weekends before the school. Yes, Julie, that is my. I even can't relax myself, to think like what I want to do, things that I wanted to develop in myself, to kind of to use time as I want. Everything is about those kids. I can't leave them alone. They're always fighting. So that is also the challenging part, that the elder boy and the younger boy, these 2 brothers, they are like, I don't know, roosters. They don't want to be, they don't get on very well. It's really the huge crowd. This is the huge crowd. Usually Charles Bridge is busy, but it's kind of super busy. I was hearing their interview of one soldier, and he told an interesting phrase. He told that they are counting the days, not in the number of the days, but in the names of the people. I will repeat that again. The Ukrainian soldiers are counting the days by the names of their friends. And they are dreaming one day to forget this awful pain of the war. They are dreaming, the soldiers who are fighting now, who are in the hell, they are dreaming that they will be able someday to forget these awful atrocities that they have to see and what they have to do. And also, when I was listening about the interviews of different people, I see and understand that the perception of the war among Ukrainians is different. I will explain to you what I mean. I mean that, for example, the guys who are fighting, who are fighting, like soldiers, mortar launchers, they see the destroyed enemies, they see the destroyed brigades, and they kind of they see their successful hits when they are throwing those kind of artillery, and they see the war like the small victories. And the doctors see the war like the blood and wounds and the death. So they see the tragedies. The volunteers see the war like the endless struggle to find money, resources, drones, and everything to make the fight possible. So all these people are having their own picture and perception of war. When you will listen to the different interviews of Ukrainians, you will notice that they are talking about one thing, about the war, but differently. And it's also interesting because the nurses, those who are involved in the saving the lives, they will always remember how the soldiers are calling their moms, how they are crying when, like when one doctor was describing, when the guys are waiting in the trenches to be evacuated. They don't know like whether the help would come or not, because it's like on the front line. It's not possible just to come and to take the patient, to take the soldier and to take him to the safe hospital. Sometimes they have to stay there for 10, 12 hours, and some of them are slowly dying. And these doctors, they really hear what they are saying to this to their remote radios, to these telephones. They are making the last calls to their moms, to their wives, and it's very, very sad. So when I hear these interviews, my heart is just crying, and I understand that these doctors, these nurses, they will never forget those calls, those voices, how they're crying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, help!" and they are crying that for a couple of hours, and they are bleeding and dying that way. And sometimes I can hear very uplifting interviews of the soldiers who are happy that they made the great hit. They could hit the enemy, and that is another story, you know. So I wanted to tell you that we are all fighting in our place. Someone is collecting money and buying drones. Someone is like as a doctor saving the lives. Someone is really fighting, sitting in the trenches, and we have different picture of this war, and we all have our own memories. So that is my philosophy. About my parents, you can't even imagine. I'm missing my mom, my dad so much. When I understand like that they don't have eternal life, and I haven't seen them for 3 years already. So it's really like the unspeakable pain. So we're surviving as we can. And we are trying to make impossible. I mean, every Ukrainian is making something impossible. Even the lady, you can think that the lady here with 2 or 3 kids like me, he is living the ordinary life outside of Ukraine, and she is quite well off and she's doing well, but it's very difficult to stay outside, just to forget all your friends and to change everything. You know, I was talking to the German couple, and it's interesting. They told me that, like especially people in Germany, in Austria, they are very kind of they like stability, and they are very surprised that Ukrainians can can live through this, can really survive just instability and the fact that we lost everything and we have to begin our life from the beginning. Now the time for the bride and the groom. I'm going to show you amazing newlyweds, and they are playing the violins, gathering money for their honeymoon. Can you see this beauty? So they are very beautiful usually on the Charles Bridge when they are standing at the weekends. You know, this is the optimistic wrap up of my Ukrainian tour. Life is continuing where we will win, and there will be new families, new babies, new Ukraine. I think it's amazing. They're so beautiful. I love that she's wearing the wedding dress. Sometimes she's wearing some kind of pink, I think, dress. She's got two kind of dresses, but she's also always so slim and beautiful and gracious, and they look so beautifully together. Okay, guys, so you know, I promised you to finish my tour at John Lennon's wall, the symbol that helped Czechs to get rid of the Soviets. So let me take you down to Camp Island, and we will finish our tour on the beautiful, bright, amazing John Lennon's wall, which is a symbol of freedom, and it's, for me, it's a power of dreamers, because this is the symbol how Czech Republic changed because of John Lennon songs and because of the freedom that is the Ukrainian flag. As a reminder that today we are celebrating Independence Day of Ukraine. Oh, I've lost my second telephone. I'm so grateful, guys, to those of you who are supporting me. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you so much for your wonderful comments, for your embraces, smiles, support, because I know that people who are now with me on my tour, my true friends, and I enjoy telling you about the historical facts, about the sites, the landmarks. By the way, I'm going to create more videos about Prague, and you will see me in these videos. So just make sure that you are not looking just for the lives, because there will be a bunch of new videos about the Prague history. And thank you, Traveler AI, for this amazing words. Thank you. So you will see me sometimes on live streams and sometimes on the videos, because I think that YouTube is a platform that loves pre-recorded content, and I will try to be more popular here. Prague is a very busy city right now, and Guys, thank you so much for supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee and on PayPal. You can see the links. They are pinned in the chat. They are also mentioned in the description to the store. And thank you for your Independence Day presents. I'm very glad to open to you my Ukrainian soul. This tour wasn't that much about the beauties of Prague, and it was announced that it is about Ukraine and about my emotional journey. So I want the world to know what we feel, and sometimes, not sometimes, I think always, people don't understand what Ukrainians feel, especially those who lost their loved ones. It's like, of course, people are mourning, and it's sad when someone, like the old person, is dying, or even if the person got sick. But when they are losing the husband or the son because he's murdered, this is another story, when it is kind of it's not the natural death. It's not the natural death. It's not from the disease or from the old age. It's because some kind of crazy person decided to invade the sovereign land. The war is still going on. It's not on the headlines, unfortunately, but I'm happy that we are not alone and our allies are standing with us. So thank you for that incredibly special hour, and we have almost reached John Lennon's wall. It's all colorful. That is why I wanted to finish my tour with that colorful tribute. You know that in 1980s, when John Lennon was assassinated, Czechs began to come here and write their messages of hope, of love, and they were writing messages against communism regime. Police would whitewash this wall every night, and somehow the people sneak out at night and draw the wall again. So this is how the wall survived, and it contributed to the fact that in 1989 the Velvet Revolution happened, and Czechs became free from that Soviet rule. Now Czechs and kind of countries like Poland, Lithuania, they know that if Russia would go and attack them, they will deal with the whole civilized world. And my whole idea is that Ukraine belongs to the civilized world. Ukraine belongs to the family of European countries. This is our heritage. As one of the journalists, famous Ukrainian journalist, said that Russia needs Ukraine for the fact that, like, this is what Soviet leaders were saying, that with Ukraine, Russia is the European country. Without Ukraine, Russia is the Asian country. We, like the land, Ukrainian land, and Ukrainians, are for them like their page, that page of the old history. They stole it from us, and I will keep saying about this, that Moscow doesn't have any kind of story connected to Kyiv and Kievan Rus. It's our page of history, and they need it. They need it because they need this all to tell the world how ancient and old they are, which is literally not true, because that was the Kyiv and Kievan Rus, and that was the territory of Ukraine, and that is the symbol of freedom for the Czechs. John Lennon wall, it's so bright. You see the huge image of John Lennon. It's appeared just a couple of days ago And thank you, Wayne. So with the huge face of John Lennon, actually, I will repeat myself. I consider this wall as a power, a tribute, as a power of dreamers. People were dreaming here about the free world, and actually they got it. They became free, they became independent, joined NATO, European Union, and now they are enjoying the peaceful life. Hopefully we will join one day NATO and European Union as well. And I love this place because it's all about the years of struggle. So can you imagine the people of Czech Republic were coming here and just writing political messages for dozens of years, waiting for this miracle to happen. And all of a sudden, Soviet Union collapsed and they were totally free. So that is the place that is just screaming about freedom, about the choice, and about the right of the people to live how they want and do what they want. John Lennon's wall. Thank you so much for being today a part of my Ukrainian story. Happy Independence Day, my beautiful Ukraine. I will post my favorite place. You were asking me about traditions. I will show you here. Here is John Lennon. Yes, imagine all the people. I cannot play it because we are on YouTube, you know. They will block the video. I wanted to show you the most, my favorite place in Ukraine. It is called St. Andrew's Church. You know, you can see it on the screen. It is beautifully illuminated at night. So one day I will show it to you. Слава Україні, героям слава. Thank you 1000 times for your contributions and for your help. And this is the main square of Kyiv. If you have any questions, you can ask them right now. Just a second. Oh.
My idziemy tam na jakieś ptaki oglądać.
Hello, everyone, and waving you goodbye, my dear. Goodbye. Happy Independence Day. Love you and see you next time. Goodbye. Slava Ukraini. Thank you for your presence. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.